400 APM. Kappa. I didn't wait for Jig to say ready. Whatever, I hope he's ready. I apologize. Okay, he's in. Scythe Risk versus Nocturnal Gaming's Jig. This is definitely Nocturnal Gaming's best chance to take a point because Jig is amazing. Jig is a god. Alright. In the bottom left-hand corner representing Nocturnal Gamers, it is Jig. The menace, the beast. And our brand new player to the team, in the top right-hand corner, it is Scythe Risk. Did I say bottom left? I hope I did. Whatever. Okay. So, Terran casting a ZVZ. It's okay, good thing my Zerg's alright. So, the main goal here is to see whether one of them opts for, I guess now, a 17 pool instead of a hatch. I mean, they're probably both going to go hatch first to be safe. Actually, Jig is opting for the 16 hatch. Interesting. Probably because he doesn't want to die to a cheese. This way he gets his pool out a little quicker. We'll see if he decides to make a drone. Yeah, okay, it's going to be 16, 16, 16. Okay. Interesting. Just gives him, like, he mines a little bit less, but he gets a little more, like, everything out a little quicker. It's like time for minerals, right? Actually, he opted for the later gas. He changed his mind and went for a 17-17. Which, I don't know. I feel like his speed's going to be a little delayed, but that's okay. Both hatches coming up now for both players. Overlord's going to see each other in the middle of the map. I don't know. This matchup's very, like, cut and dry, I feel. It's like, does one player get ahead in the early game with some Ling Bane pressure, and is a third dead? Did one go fast roaches? Yada, 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 etc., etc. It's like very cut and clean timings that can turn really chaotic depending upon how the Ling Bane portion of the game goes. But as Risk's pool's finishing up here, we should be seeing him start Zergling speed as soon as it's finished. Start it. There we go, okay. Just making sure it's nothing crazy. Jig speed a tiny bit later, a couple seconds, not that big of a deal. Going ahead and starting his scouting lings, I'm assuming that's what these are. And actually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Risk started another drone before his queen. Just anything to get that little bit of drone like mining advantage, you know. They're kind of dead even right now. Also, by the way, if I'm wrong on anything in chat, feel free to correct me. I am a Terran. Like, I do play Zerg, but I kind of just as a meme. Risk opting for the Baneliness before third base, and Jig doing the exact opposite of that. The Baneliness is going to give him a little more safe deep potential, I guess. Because Queen can be tucked in this nook. That way, in case Jig was doing some Zergling cheesy shenanigans, he wouldn't be able to. Risk should be moving out for his third base fairly quickly. He's up a couple of drones, going for 27. Oh, he's going for this third, okay. What? I just proved wrong with that. Okay. Couple Lings skirmishing in the middle. Jig's third is significantly faster, but Risk is actually went for a two-base play. He actually already took 2 gases. I wonder if it's going to be Roaches or Mutas. Him making these Banelings makes me think it has to be Roaches. I think he's starting the Spine just to be safe. Yeah, he's starting 7 more drones. He wants to get way far ahead in that drone count, while Jig is powering up for a pretty decent Ling Bane timing, I would say. Risk sending these Lings out is actually kind of risky. Jig gonna be getting in here with some Lings, scouting this early lair. He's taking both gases and no Roach Warren. This has to be a 2-base Spire build. And Risk does love his Mutas, so... Okay, getting a Baneling for a Ling. Good trades for Risk. Well, he didn't see these Lings. Oh, okay, this could be very dangerous right here. We'll see. He started 2 Evos. Where's the Spire? It's gotta be a Spire, right? Oh no, here come the Banes. I think he's gonna wait. I think he's gonna pressure at the front with his Lings and then run the Banes into the mineral line. I think that's what's gonna happen. Oh, I thought, okay, he canceled those gases. Okay, my apologies. What's the plan here, Risk? What's the plan, my guy? Your drone count's really low. Spire. This is a really late Spire. Here come the Banelings. Forcing the drones to be pulled. Oh! Ooh, getting 5 there. 5 drones is a really big deal because now he almost doubles the worker count. Jig just going hard into the drones. One thing Jig does not have going for him is he hasn't even started a lair. And you really need to have your lair. He actually has no defense. He has no zerglings at all. At home, at least. So Risk gonna be getting in here doing a little bit of damage with these zerglings. Gonna get a couple queens. Delaying the production of Jig is really good, actually. A couple lings running into the main. Jig not gonna fall for what he just did to Risk, actually. The supply kinda evening up. I think the Spire is a good choice. I just think he could have started earlier. Also, he took his gases late, so he's not gonna have the correct gas count, I feel. Because Jig is still ahead by 10 drones. The only thing is Jig still does not have a lair. Yeah, no lair for Jig. It means he doesn't really have any real way of dealing with this. Yeah, he starts a lair. He realizes that it's mutas. I don't know if I don't think he scouted it, but he realizes he's like, you've been on 2 bases for way too long. Okay, Baneling's coming in 3rd, killing a Spore. That's big. Blowing up the larva. That's cute. 6 meters on the production tab and lings. Is he gonna follow it up with a Ling Banelin? I would actually like to see him research +1 lings and then Baneling speed and then just go full out ham and lings after the mutas. No, he's actually going for his 3rd. His 3rd is late, like really late, especially in ZVZ. But here come the mutas. The mutas just got spotted by this Overlord here. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and kill it. He knows. He saw the Spore coming up with the Baneling, so he's like, oh yeah, Jig already knows what I'm doing. But the worker count is heavily in favor of Jig. 17 workers difference. Risk not even fully saturating his 2 bases. He did have the worker advantage early on, but then he just built so many buildings and stuff that kind of took that away. So he's going, oh, okay, that's so many queens. I think his only choice if he wants to stay in this game is he has to just drone like a madman. No, he's gonna keep making mutas, lings, and banes, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Jake's even feeling comfortable enough to start 13 more drones. Oh god, this is disgusting. He's up by... what is that? 15 workers now? Which is crazy. Starting his Hydra production. He already has +1, so he's getting his +1 Carapace now. And with that, he's going to get his Roach speed and his Hydra speed. He wants to be able to catch these mutas. Oh, here comes some more Banelings. Does Jig see? Oh no, Jig's not reacting. Okay, that is really good. He brought 15 workers for 4 Banelings. That is amazing. That's a good start. It's definitely not enough yet, but it's a start. Oh, is Risk going to target down the drones? Yeah, this is a good play. Got 4 more drones for himself. The drone count is now only within 9, when a minute ago it was 15, so. The supply is actually pretty close. I would love to see him start Baneling speed. He's got all these slow Banelings, but when in your life are slow Banelings ever going to connect to speed Hydras, especially on creep? Like, he's pushing out right now, but these Banelings, they're just waddling along. They're like, oh, I'm sad, I don't have speed. Wah. So yeah, he's gonna. Ooh, I do like his moves. He's got the jukes. Going into the natural with this, and then gonna have some going to the 3rd. Yeah, I like. Risk is making some plays. Jig deciding his 3rd is better to defend. If he was micromanaging these lings, he'd be hitting so many drones here. If these lings came out, like he could have. Ooh. Risk is making some moves. They're not really most important moves, but they're moves nonetheless. Moves are moves. They don't have to be good moves, but they can be moves. Picking off a couple of free Hydras. The unit's loss is actually in favor of Risk, but the worker difference for a long time has just helped Jig kind of skyrocket in this game. One thing to point out though is Jig actually does not have a 4th base, and with Roach Hydra you kind of want. Okay, the Queen Walk. Here we go, boys. Picking off a muta there, that's really good. The muta count is very important. He's actually going up to 22 mutas, the same number as the Hydras, but he also has 9 queens. And the queens have have 1/1 as well. So these queens slow walking over here is very important. He's just now getting Baneling speed. He needs to recognize that this push is coming. Jig starts a hive behind this along with a Lurker Den, which I think the Lurker Den, if this doesn't win, will seal the bag. Okay, if Risk... Oh, this is such a good fight. If Risk engages this without the queens... Oh, this is so good. He needs to find the queens now. He sees them. Okay, this is really good. Jig's gonna target down some mutas. That was the best Risk could have ever hoped for. Alright, Risk now has a kind of big advantage. He's forcing Jig to go back into making Hydras when he really wanted to just make Lurkers. Even catching these Lings. Okay, that's not enough Hydras, and he does have +1 on his Zerglings. Risk is gonna go in there. He's feeling it. I don't know if losing these units is worth it, but I guess if we reset the Hydra count. No Risk, yeah, this is not good, buddy. The supply in favor of Risk now by almost 40. The worker count's even, but the army supply, it's crazy high. Risk gonna go back in here. He has faith in his +1 Lings. I don't think this is a good idea. He needs Banelings. Is it? What? Am I just... This... Whoa, he's a madman. But it's working. He's crazy, but it's working. 9 more Hydras on the production tab, but Risk, it looks like he's taking a commanding lead in this game. He's resetting this Hydra count over and over and over again. Okay, he sees the hive. There's no spore. Oh, there is one spore on the right side. He's just gonna dive on it. He has enough mutas. No loss is too great right now. This is not enough Hydras, according to Risk. Is it, though? It's enough Hydras. Risk, leave. Please leave. You're doing really well, buddy. Please. He's got Jig down to 40 workers. Like I said, Jig needed a 4th base. Okay, he's gonna jump on these Hydras with the Lings in front again. The mutas are not gonna be enough still. I mean, he's making good moves, keeping the drone count quite low. I wish he knew this 4th base. If he would just take out this 4th base. The fact that there's no Banelings being made is just crazy. It's literally just Mutaling. There's 5 bases for Jig, actually. But 40 drones, yeah, you cannot support 5 bases on 40 drones. Only 28 army supply for Jig. Jig's upgrades are very good, though. Jig has 2-2. Jig should realize, yeah, this base does not matter. Risk is getting a 4th base and more mutas, and he does have his +2 on his mutas done. I would love to see him just morph in like 5-6 Banelings, please, Jig. I mean, Risk. Just 5 or 6 Banelings. Okay, he's going in. The madman with the +2. Will it be enough? Jig's targeting down mutas, but the drone count's reduced to 30, and the Hydras are falling. The supply is half for Jig now. I don't know. This isn't... I think Risk has this. The turnaround. The huge turnaround from our boy. Oh my god. The legend. Risk taking home the 3-0 for Scythe Gaming. Or esports, whatever. Oh, legendary, dude. The legend. What? Oh, legendary performance right there.